Good morning, good afternoon, guys. How are you today? Let me know how is the voice, if you can hear me. Just type something in the chat box so I know the microphone is working. All right, perfect. Sunny in UK. It's sunny here in Ireland as well. Although there is most of the time it's raining here. So we're lucky today. Mair, I hope you got my emails. So I got 2 from you last night, I think. So I hope it's sorted. If not, just you can ask any questions you have now. Just type whatever it's not clear, we will go through that. Okay, Mayer, go on with your questions. So before we start, we can answer them. Okay, do you have a recommendation for a VPS provider? I think there is a forexvps.com that you could use. I think it's, let me type that for Forex VPS. Pretty straightforward. That's basically something you could use. We used that in the past, so have a look. There are plenty of services actually that can be used, but I would recommend to you try using VPS in UK maybe. That will be closer to us, so the signal should potentially be faster. So if you're choosing from United States and Europe, probably better to choose the Europe, somewhere London. Okay. Okay, link to my FX book from account does not show much data. Let me see. Just 1 second, I'm just trying to open the link. One second. Okay, let me just switch the screen to Google. Okay, so that's the website basically. Okay, when you log in, there's you will see statements. If you go live trading room, I think there is a statement. No, there is not. Videos. There's, by the way, we uploaded 2 videos, latest videos. There will be soon we will upload another one. The one from yesterday. So these are the 2 sessions we had. Now the third one will be uploaded very shortly. And signal page. If you go to the signal page, you can see our last signals, and that's them here. Okay, and you will see the link to my book statement. Now you say there is no much data here, so you basically click on the whichever system you want. We're running the Extreme basically on currency pairs on our account, and this is what is reported. Okay, so yeah, what data do you want to see? Actually, I'm not sure, but this is all the data you want. Trade history, analysis by all pairs. You can see history is here, all the trades, monthly performance. I'm not sure why you're saying there is not much data here. Meyer, what data do you actually want? Maybe you just you see when you open the link, right? There are two different links at the bottom with two different systems, so you can see statistics for both of them. Okay, so this is extreme, this is light, and now you can see basically all the performance separately by two different systems. This is monthly gain by the conservative strategy basically, and you can see the performance. Here is our target is 7 monthly, but the past few months have been sluggish, so you can see we're basically not at our target, which should be compensated basically in a time to come. Basically we had 6 months performance now here, no losing months so far, so that's a good news. Although we can have a losing month, and you should be prepared for that. You know, it's possible, and we will have it sooner or later. But for so far the performance is going good, so we are happy, and I hope you are too. So let's maybe get back to the market. In the meanwhile, just any questions, just feel free to post them. Okay, let's switch to MT4. Okay, on the MT4, we had quite some action in the past 24 hours, as you could see probably. Let me go to the account history so you can see the trades we had. Okay, so these are the recent trades. You can see we had a Canadian dollar buy trade closed in the loss, then euro dollar buy trade closed in profit, then another Canadian dollar closed at break even. So this is some action. Also, we had a closed open trades, two open trades, which is euro dollar sell and US dollar Canadian buy trade. So these are the trades we just had recently. You should have them on your account. Currently they are in profit, small, but it's okay. But the main thing what we're interested in is our equity, which has grown quite a lot. I think it's about 200 pips now since yesterday that we have made on equity. So that what you should have had in your account. 200 pips in 1 day is quite nice profit in 24 hours. So we're looking for the growth to continue, and let's see how it goes. You can see that the euro dollar, we have a stop loss not too far away, but let's just go pair by pair, starting alphabetically, and we'll start as usual with the Australian dollar. If you have requests to analyze any other currency pairs, please feel free, and we can do that for you. We will look into it. Let me just adjust my MT4 here. Alrighty, so Australian dollar. Although I'm not sure what is the direction, and we actually broke my supports that I had, so that's the reason I wasn't sure where the market is heading. Before I was quite positive that we should be in a long-term uptrend. Well, now my sentiment has changed. I'm rather more neutral on the Australian dollar. I think we might continue the downtrend. We might, but let's look for now what's gonna happen here. I'm gonna do some fresh analysis. You can see the black line, that was my support. It was broken, then The daily close was 0.192, and so we closed below as well of 0.2. So that's another point that I don't like in terms of an uptrend. So I am a bit confused at the moment where the market might be going, but I would stay neutral basically for this currency pair at the moment. Maybe slightly further uptrend is something that we will see, but overall the downtrend might continue. So I would not bet, or I would not go we have high probability of uptrend or downtrend. Now it's a 50-50 situation. We can either go up or down. The thing is, we did break many levels here that I had as a support. So what we can do now is just use lower time frames maybe to see what's happening. But overall, probably I would stay away from this currency pair at the moment. Okay. So let's draw a channel and we will see how it's going. And you will see that we did reach the target and we did break it. Okay. You can see that the market did go further down. We broke the target at 102.56. That was the no, sorry, it was 102.15. We did go further down. So now, as we did not hold the support, I think we might be going down. We might be going down to 1.0. That's something is quite likely to happen, although we can see a heavy bounce back now, because this kind of was a confirmation for many people that the market is going down. So now what it's doing is kicking out all the sellers. After this confirmation, we're kicking out the sellers. So now we might still continue rising maybe to 104.20 or some high, even 104.70. But we currently have a buy trade, as you can see, and we might exit this trade and reverse on the downside with a loss. So that's something could happen in the next week or so. So let's currently continue to watch it. I'm going to remove that. Maybe it's something on the lower time frame will give us a clue. But overall now it's quite bullish on the lower time frame, as you can see. So we might be having some kind of top here, and maybe some correction would be also reasonable at this point, but I don't see any clear signs, that we are reversing right now. We might go slightly higher before that happens, but overall I do think there is a high probability that downtrend will continue. So just get ready to have a reverse trade. We might close loss, and same applies for the New Zealand dollar. We might do right the same, so there will be some loss on the balance, but the equity continues to grow, and that's what we are actually interested in. Now let's move to the euro dollar and do some analysis here. This is basically a simple trend line that I had. It seems like we broke it, but to confirm this breakout, maybe we would need to close the daily above 26.34, which is very likely to happen. But this trend line actually just a minor indicator, as you can understand. Okay, if I use this Fibonacci breakout, basically remember, if you remember last session yesterday, I was talking about the level of 2770, and to be honest with you, I don't remember how I made it, but let's try to replicate it. And you can see that the market did go to 2770. In fact, it was 77 and 7, so 3 sevens, quite a lucky number. So let me try to replicate what we had and how I reached the level of 2770 from the beginning. I think it will be more interesting for everyone to see how I do it once again, rather than, see already made analysis. As far as I'm concerned, I was using lower time frame, 30 minutes. Okay, what we need is two highs, two lows, and a high in between them. So that's something like that. So we have a channel and there was a breakout. Now let me see. Okay, here we still have this potential of 28.10, but that wasn't the one as far as I recall. We had a different channel. Okay, and if I use this high a bit lower, okay, we still haven't reached the target here, but our strategy did make a sell signal. Okay, we had this channel, and let me try. We'll try to see multiple time frames, multiple channels here, and what's happening. Okay, now look at this channel. We're right at the top, and actually the 4-hour candle did not break it. We just closed right at just below the channel here. So that's something. Is here as a resistance level. There is a resistance. Now the scenario could be that we're going back to the channel, back to the lower boundary of the channel, maybe even a breakout. Sorry guys. So yeah, this area you can see is the resistance, and we would probably go back to this boundary now, because we are actually at the key level. There is a double top here as well. You can see that was made on 0618, so we are making a double top here, and there is definitely is a resistance level. Although we might go higher at this point, I think we should get a bounce back, maybe not too far, maybe slight one, maybe maybe a heavy one, not clear, but I would expect definitely a bounce, and then we will see how it goes. It's hard now to predict what's going to happen next throughout next month or so, but next week we might see the correction here, going back to some of the levels we already had recently of 25.50, 25 exactly, somewhere around level, maybe only 100 pips bounce to the breakout level here. So let's see how far we can go. but I would say we are definitely facing some sort of resistance currently. Okay, pound Canadian dollar, we still having that pair opened, still in a loss. Hopefully we will be going up now. Let's do lower time frames and see. Okay, I'm gonna start from the beginning here. One hour, let's use. Okay, that's our channel. You can see that the market failed to break it. This channel here, we had the hourly candle still closed above, and then now the price, you can see we did try to go lower, but still there was no close 1 hour candle below this level. For now, this is sign of an uptrend. And to go further down, we will need to have hourly candle closed above, below, sorry, 56.20. So for now, there is a bullish trend still intact. You can see that the new high was made, and the lows are also getting higher. So for now, we are in an uptrend or range trading rather than downtrend. The downtrend has to be confirmed, and as said, 56.20 has to be taken out to continue the downtrend. So for now, we are in an uptrend, and I think that we should see some levels. As I spoke before, about 58.50 level would be something reasonable. So it's another almost 200 pips from the current level. Let's see what will be at this point. I do expect still this target to be hit 58.50, and maybe somewhere around here it's a good price for the entry of this currency pair entry, buy trade entry. I'm just gonna use a simple trend line as well as we had it before. So you can see that we did not touch it yet. There was no touch of the trend line. So I would like to see it first before we see some sort of correction on the downside. For now, the trend is bullish, and we should continue rising. But just to remind you, I think the move of this pair will be triggered by the weak Canadian dollar rather than strong pound. So I think the Canadian dollar is very weak now. Maybe not for long, but just a correction of this downtrend that we had. So slightly further up, because now if you look at the chart, it does look like we had a bounce, and there was a lot of sales here at this point at 57.60 area. There was a lot of sales, and what market does like doing is kicking out stop losses. Of course, we have stop loss slightly higher than that, so the stop losses must be taken out. This is just how market does, you know, against any psychology. It just goes to kick out the stop losses. The money flow created by institutions will move the market in the direction they want, and they will do that. So it will be logical that we kick out those stop losses and go further up. The same as was US dollar, Canadian dollar. You can see there was support, and then the market broke down, confirming now downtrend. But at this point, I believe we should be correcting for 100 to 200 pips here for the Canadian dollar before we reach the target, because we did not actually touch our target, and we still have to go 90, about 100 pips down to get to our target. But first, the market will probably go heavily up to kick out everyone that is in the short positions, and then it will finally break, go back to the target at 97 level. So I would expect a heavy bounce back, maybe around 0.287 or 0.215. So I would say 0.102 would be something that we might see shortly. And 0.2 is a 400 pips, guys. That's quite a move. I don't know if we can manage to go that much, but this is something that really can happen now, because psychologically there was a confirmation that the market should continue down, and if we go against the human psychology and go with the institutions, they should kick out all the sellers first before they reach the target. So this is how basically the market works. If you are sure now that the market is going that direction, it usually goes completely different direction. It's just the nature of the forex and how it works. Institutions will always kick out your stop losses. Well, maybe not ours, because we are tricky. We are better than most traders, because we are making consistent profits, so that makes us better, and we have proof for that, as you could see already. So so for the Canadian dollar, yeah, it looks like we are going further down, but before that we will probably kick out all the stop losses and go in a pretty heavy uptrend first. So now pound US dollar. Okay, the pound US dollar, I think we will be going up to 160.50 level. It looks that way, that we should be going. You can see my Fibonacci levels here, and we had a breakout. Now there are few resistance levels on our way, and we just broke through the 59.27. So this resistance has been broken, and there is a potential that we will hit our next resistance, maybe slightly higher. So about 60.60 would be something logical here. At that point we might see a bounce back, or if that level is taken out, we will further continue on the target of 62.50. Currently it looks bullish, it does, and I would probably myself, I would be trading buy trades. That would, if I consider trading medium-term trades, intraday maybe it's not the best idea, because the market should get volatile, but does look bullish so far. So I would first expect the target of 60.50 before we see some sort of bounce. But we have a sell trade, as you can see. We had it yesterday at 59.05. We had this sell trade, and now we are about how much? 91 pip loss. Well, as we trade swing trading, this is a minor effect. You can see there nothing really happened, and we had almost 300 pips loss on the Australian dollar as well. Now it's only 136. So this is how it works. The main thing we're concerned is equity growth, and so far we are growing consistently. So pound US dollar. Yeah, probably a range trading. Going back to the level of 59.30 is likely now. Before we continue some uptrend, we could see some bounce, basically some strong dollar. Same actually I expect for the gold to go back. Let's just finish with our currencies and let's look at the gold as well, because I think the dollar will be strong for some time, for a couple of weeks. So let's first go to the New Zealand dollar. Okay, that's our New Zealand dollar, and we spoke about these levels yesterday. That we the nice daily candle can kind of looking bullish. So now it does looks like that there is some small potential here for further uptrend. So maybe 81.20 is something we're looking at. It's about 40 pips more from the current levels. So this could be the level that we are going to, but overall we could see the range trading anywhere between 179 and 82. So 300 pips range here is something that I see for now, but long-term trend would be established once we break out of these levels. So far this range has been going on, you can see, quite a while. We basically at the levels now that we've been in June. Beginning of June we were at the same levels as now in September. So this is quite a range trading going on, and there was no clear trend established yet. So maybe that will continue unless we break out of from either 82 or 79 levels. So currently we are in a bullish trend, and we should see maybe some higher levels from this. Maybe some range trading, maybe some correction now, you know, something possible. But overall we should be slightly rising and hitting about 81.20 levels on the New Zealand dollar. Now let's look at the gold. It had quite a rally, didn't it? I had a forecast actually around this level. Actually it was about 14th of May, and I did say that these are actually the levels that we should be facing, the key levels, and the uptrend, long-term uptrend, will be established here. So far this is the case. We are going up, but I think now we will see some correction here, some pretty heavy correction before we continue the uptrend on gold. Although my sentiment long-term on gold is very bullish. For the silver even more bullish probably. But now look at this uptrend. We did even break the trend line. It was broken, and it was confirmed that we're going up, so the trend is definitely bullish. But now I think we should be looking at the levels of correction, because correction here is likely on the gold, because the dollar looks like the dollar will be feeling a bit strong for some times. Not sure if it's a long-term strength or short-term. In regards to currency pairs, I would say it's more short-term, but for the gold, well, for the gold it's a short-term, but for the currency pairs it could be a longer-term. So for now, maybe a correction back as much as 1590 or even 1560 is likely. That's a $200 per ounce. We could see the correction so far, but I do believe we might be correcting here for a bit on gold, and maybe it's a good price to fix the profit. But I wouldn't go short on gold. I would be looking for the buy opportunities on this metal. Okay, so let's recap basically. Let's look what's happening. Yesterday we had 8,500 equity, I think. If I'm not mistaken, it was 8,500 or 800, 600. Anyway, we made over 200 pips now in 24 hours since our last session. That's the good news. We're growing. Our balance now is I think it's 84% growth, and our equity is a bit lower. It's about 80%. So 84, so it's 76% equity and 84% balance growth altogether. Just to remind you, we started this account on February, so it's quite a long time frame now. We're approaching 1 year, not very soon, but we're approaching that. So far, it's consistently made profit month from month. Okay, guys, so I'll give you a few minutes. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. We will answer that. Any requests, any problems, any suggestions for improvement, just let me know. We are, guys, here for long term. We are committed to have you as our customers, and we are committed to making new profit and profit for ourselves. This is something, you know, we want to do, and we try to do it our best. Okay, I think it seems that everything is clear for everyone. So we will continue our session on Monday, 10th of September, and next week we might be having a lot of volatility in the market, a lot of movements, and hopefully that will result in a nice profit for us. So that's it basically for today. I wish you a good weekend. Have some rest, and looking forward to seeing you on Monday. You take care now, and we'll talk soon.